I hope you've been out enjoying the winter so far. Today's video is going to get you feeling really good after skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing even. So we're going to do more of a stretchy sequence that's going to be good for your hips and your quads. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll move over to the mat now. So start in hands and knees, and we'll take just a couple rounds of cat-cow here to stretch through the spine. So inhale for cow pose. Exhale, round your back to your cat pose. And inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. So we'll start to add a little more to this flow. Inhaling for cow pose. Exhale, draw back, child pose. Inhale, come forward to your cow pose. Exhale, child pose. And one more, coming up into cow. With your next exhalation, pause in child pose. Take about 5 breaths here. Press your hands into the mat. Draw your hips back. And just breathing, stretching, deepening, finding your breath. So with your next inhalation, look up at your hands. Bend your elbows, start to draw forward to your belly. Draw your shoulders onto the back with a nice shoulder loop. Then inhale to cobra. Exhale, round your back, cat pose. Inhale, cow, a little bit stretched out, but that's fine. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, come forward to your cobra. Cobra is a nice counter for skiing when you're feeling like you've kind of been hunching. If you're cold, exhale, child pose. Inhale, cobra. Just going through these 4 poses one more time. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child pose. Come forward to your belly. Inhale, cobra. With your next exhalation, come to hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Draw your hips up and back. Finding a nice long downward facing dog. Walk out the backs of your feet. So if your calves are tight from your ski boots, really pedal out and reach that one heel down. Good, one more breath here. And then we'll do some more calf stretching. With your next exhale, just come to hands and knees. Take your right foot, the ball of the foot, into the floor. Reach the heel back and stretch the right calf. And one more breath on this side. Exhale, change legs. Reach that left heel back now, stretching all the way through. And then you can come down onto your belly. Walk your hands down by your hips, interlace your hands together, draw the elbows together, lift up through the heart, open through the chest. So really countering any of that neck and shoulder tension you might get if you were cold on the chairlift. Take one more breath. With your exhalation, tuck your toes under, draw your hips up and back to downward dog. From here, step your right foot forward to a lunge. Drop your back knee to the floor, untuck your toes. Let your hips slide forward. So knee is forward, almost over the toes in this. And just stretching your hip flexor. If you want to come higher, you can bring hands to the knee. Press down into your foot, lengthen up through the crown. Maybe sweep the arms up and take a little back bend. Good. Take one more breath here. With your exhalation, sweep your hands to the mat, tuck the toes under in the back. Draw your hips back so you have a straight front leg. Bow forward over the back leg. Left heel's lifted, and you're just all about being really long and stretchy here. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale to your lunge. Step forward with your left foot. Step back with your right foot. Find your lunge, knee over ankle alignment first, and then drop that knee down. Let the hips slide forward, untuck your toes. Good. Take your hands to your knee. Draw shoulders onto the back, glide forward, opening through your hip flexor. With your next inhalation, maybe a little bit of a back bend. Reach the arms up, lift up through the chest, look up. With your next exhalation, sweep the hands down on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes under and draw those hips up and back. I'm taking about 5 breaths here. And this Parsvottanasana variation right now is really long. The back heel's lifted. Firm thigh muscles. Good. So bend your front knee, step forward. Inhale, hands on shins, flat back. Exhale, soften through your knees and let your belly rest on your thighs. Interlace your hands together behind your back. Let your head hang. Nod your head yes and no. Releasing neck and shoulder tension. Take one more breath here. And with your exhalation, release your hands, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold once more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. So take a wide-legged stance. You want the outer edges of your feet parallel to the edges of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips and draw the shoulders onto the back. Interlace your hands behind you. Lift up through your chest. As you exhale, fold forward. And lift the arms up over your head. Just let your head hang. So firm your thigh muscles so they're active. And evenly press out through the 4 corners of your feet. Nod your head, yes and no. Good. One more breath here. With your next exhalation, release your hands to the mat. Come to fingertips and a flat spine. So you're looking out in front of you, clearing your head. Bring hands on hips, slowly come back up. Good. We'll come back to the front of our mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back to lunge. Walk your left foot out to the side. Bring your hands to the inside of the feet. And now bring that back knee to the floor. This should be a pretty big hip stretch. So my shoulders inside the knee. My hips are drawing forward. If you want to come lower, you can start to bend the arms. Maybe you bring the forearms down to the floor. If you're somewhere halfway in between, you could always put a block under your forearms or just bend your arms a little bit. And then you can rock from side to side here. It's a good hip stretch. Good. From here, walk your foot back towards the center line. Come up on that knee. Twist towards your leg. Just give yourself a nice spine twist here. Now start to pick up the back foot and reach for that. If you can't reach it, you could grab a strap. Bring the heel towards the sitting bone. Stretch your quad. Quads really get a lot of work, so really just let it stretch. Always an option to do this same stretch on your belly. You could come down on your belly and just bend the knee or come on the side. All right, so we'll take the left foot forward, right foot back, just like we were. Take one more breath and lunge. Step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Grab onto your ankles, let your head just hang. Soft knees here. Inhale. With your exhalation, release your hands, come to a flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Come to lunge on the other side, bring the knee to the floor. Bring your hands to the inside of the right foot and then walk your foot out towards the right edge of your mat. So you maybe stay here, or maybe you come down to your elbows. Hug your knee in towards your shoulder. And you can sway from side to side a little bit. Good, one more breath here. And then you can come back up. Walk your foot in towards the center line a little bit. Come to that spinal twist, twisting towards the left leg. And then you can bend your left leg and twist. And stretch that quad towards your sitting bone. One more breath here. With your exhalation, release it. Step back to hands and knees. And then you can come around to seated. You're going to roll onto your back. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock a little bit here. Good. It probably feels really good after a hard day of skiing. Just stretch that low back out. And then you can bring your feet to the floor. Take your right ankle to your left knee and reach that knee away from you, stretching through that outer hip. You're going to take your right hand through, either interlace behind the hands or around the shin. Keep your ankles really flexed. Rock here. And 2 more breaths here. With your next exhalation, release. Hug your right knee into your chest, reach your left leg to the floor. Again, targeting that low back, deep breaths into your belly. And then with your next exhalation, release. Take the left ankle to the right knee. Ankles really flexed. That knee reaches away from you as you interlace either behind the thigh or around the shin. Ankles are flexed, toes are active. You can rock here. And take one more breath here. Release your right leg to the mat, hug the left knee into the chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Give it a little rock. Bring the soles of your feet together on the floor. Let the knees drop out. Let your arms come along your sides. So reclining cobbler's pose. You're going to stay here for about 5 minutes. You can close your eyes and rest and relax. Take this as a restorative pose. So I hope you have had a great day on the slopes or out in the woods, whatever you preferred. Make sure to check my website. I have 3 snowshoeing workshops in January and February. My website at www.tracyremelius.com. I hope to see you out there on the hill.